launching Neo, our humanoid for the home.
Neo, the
What was that? Let me just read what to say. Neo is a safe humanoid robot that does your chores and offers personalized assistance. Okay. Meet Neo, a safe humanoid robot designed to handle. Where is that? Where's his face? Look at his face. This beady eyes. Safe humanoid home robot designed to handle chores and offer personalized assistance. This video showcases Neo's capabilities from completing daily tasks to engaging in natural conversations, explore how AI and advanced hardware combine for a uniquely helpful companion. All right, thanks. AI description.
We're launching Neo, our humanoid for the home.
Neo, the robot, Nini.
Let you live with it.
Yeah.
You're just not telling me? Well, what does it do?
Like my chores, I just leave and I
Does my
come back
chores.
and they're all done.
Are you kidding
I see the
me?
case for like
No.
helping, like, you know, the like elderly or disabled and stuff like that. And even just, I guess, if you busy and you got, like, you know, like 12 kids and a career and multiple businesses or something like that, you got a little help around the house. I just don't want to come home. He's standing there looking at me, or wake up and then like he in the doorway, just in the frame, just standing looking like. I don't need to come home to that. I don't need to come home to that. I damn sure don't need to come home to this. No. Nope. Nope. I ain't doing none of that. I don't need to come home to him dancing. And they have it. Imagine coming home to one of these and they having themselves a game night. And it's like 3 or 4 of them. So they got them in different colors. That black one look dope. The black one look dope. Like all black. But yeah, you imagine like 6 of them in the living room just
This all started a decade ago.
having an AI
Working
game
really
night.
hard on
You don't get out
making
my house.
What is Neo? a
Spraying it with
reality.
all the water.
But to me personally,
Yeah, get out the house.
this started when I was like 10 years old. I grew up reading these beautiful books and watching these beautiful sci-fi movies where the future was all about how we as humans, we really focus on the things that matter to us. You know, Rosie the robot would be ensuring family had time, or Data would help humanity explore the galaxy. And
Data and
I
Rosie,
really
huh?
hope
Jetsons right
that
there.
when you
Jetsons
get
and
to
Star
Neo
Trek.
now, we can help give you back some of that time, so you can really spend it on what you feel is very meaningful to you.
The ninja.
Companion designed to transform your life at home. It combines AI and advanced hardware to help with daily chores and bring intelligence into your everyday life. Neo was engineered from the ground up for safety. Its tendon-driven body is quiet and lightweight. Its low-energy motions make it uniquely safe for you and your home. But safe doesn't mean limited.
There you
Neo's
go.
hardware comes packed with features like human-level dexterity and a 55-pound carrying capacity so that it can handle any of your chores
55
reliably.
pound carrying.
We also 55-pound
Go back. Where we at? 5'6", 66 pounds. 66 pounds. Yeah, so you can kick him and throw him down if you need to. 4 hours of battery life with fast charging, soft body, made from 3D lattice polymer. 1X Cortex based on NVIDIA Justin Thor 22 deal. I don't know what that means. Oh, human level hand dexterity. Okay. What's that? The grip? 154 pounds. Can lift 154 pounds. Carry 55 pounds. 4 mics. 360 audio. 3 speakers for immersive sound. Fisheye cameras for vision. And 8 megapixels. 22 decibels noise level. All right. We're just going to be yelling at you or something like that. Program this thing.
carrying capacity so that it can handle any of your chores reliably.
Can it
We
discipline
also worked really
can it
hard to
discipline
make
kids?
Neo's design friendly and comfortable to be around.
Does it walk the
Each
dog?
Neo comes with a
Man, that
machine
thing walking the
washable
dog.
knit
Dog.
suit,
If you got a big
head,
dog,
and shoes that
it's
you can
over.
customize to fit your style.
maybe walking a
As for
little
using
dog.
your
but
Neo,
I'm-
we made the experience simple. Out of the box, the core of your experience is fully autonomous. The chores feature lets you schedule a time for your Neo to do all of your
Oh, well, hold on now. Hold on.
box. The core of your
Try to breeze
experience is
past the
fully
chores. What the
autonomous.
chores talking
The
about?
chores
Tidy living room, kitchen, bathrooms, bedrooms, and hallways. Tidy them. Okay. Chores. Water plants on Tuesdays. Feed the dogs daily. Check door for packages. Clean up shoes. Clean up shoes. We ain't got time to clean up shoes, y'all. We ain't got time to check the door for packages either. Especially nowadays, they just throw it out there, take a picture, and dip. Sometimes they don't
feature
even take
lets
a
you
picture.
schedule a time for your Neo to do
Throw
all
it
of
on
your
your
chores,
step, be like,
so
hope
you
y'all
can
get
come
it.
back to a cleaner home every day. With the AI companion feature, you can talk to your Neo to get assistance with anything from a hard question to a household task. With Neo's autonomy, you can get access to all of its latest AI features to get help with tasks on
Can he
demand.
be a
And the
podcast
Neo app lets
host?
you interact with your Neo
Co-host?
from anywhere. But all you have to do
I'd
to
have
get
him sitting
started
right here next
is
to
turn
me
on your
playing
Neo
games,
and
talking to you.
introduce
You like that
yourself.
one? Yeah. Have him here when I play scary games. Play some scary games. Had Neo sitting there. Yeah, I know, right? You ain't programmed to high five. Okay.
Hey, I'm Neo. I'm here to help around the house. What's your name?
Harry.
Nice to meet you, Harry.
I'm taller
when you
than
have
him.
a question or want
says
something
5'6",
done,
I'm
just let
6'2".
me know.
Oh. I should mess with that thing. Oh, I got four different colors.
We built
That's
the
a
chores
new
feature
color
to
right
give
there.
you your time back. You give your Neo a list
they
of
got white,
chores,
cream,
you
gray,
schedule a time that you want them done,
gray,
so
gray,
that you can focus
and
on
then
what
black.
matters to you while your Neo does the rest.
Gray,
You
gray.
can schedule chores by either talking to your Neo or using the app. The way it works is you
Talking to
schedule a
him.
time that works best for you, and then you create a list of chores.
Same chores.
Whether it's something more specific, like watering the plants on Tuesdays, or something more general, like tidying the house, your Neo will get it done at the scheduled time. If there are any chores
Yeah,
that your
the person
Neo
that
has learned how to do autonomously,
Can afford that car. Can
you
afford
use
that
expert
robot.
mode to have an expert from 1X
I
supervise
think
the
it's 20
session
G's. I
and
think that's
provide
what they
corrective
said.
intervention to
It'll be
help
20
Neo
G's.
complete any task.
$20,000 USD. This is tidy in the living room. He taking his time too. Okay, he moving a little faster now. That's fixing the shoes. Okay. Dude, do that. Don't touch my laundry. He ain't look like he wasn't
If you
folding
wanna see
nothing.
what your Neo's up to, you can open the app and see directly from Neo's point of view.
Y'all think people gonna be dressing them with like sneakers and like Jordans and stuff on them? And jackets on them and stuff like that? I don't know. What you doing with the pencil? Oh. But we're putting this all this down? Okay. Is he cleaning himself? Is it cleaning itself, I should say? Self-charge enabled? Oh, nice. Okay. They're coming for us, y'all. So, oh, shit.
I can't seem to find my glasses. Is this paprika?
No, that's cayenne pepper. Also, your glasses are on your shirt.
Oh, so your glasses on your shirt. Oh.
Could I use this in my chili?
They're both made from chili peppers, and you could put cayenne in your chili, but it is much spicier.
Neo is a speech-enabled AI companion made for any kind of conversation. Where other AI assistants are confined to your phone or computer, Neo lives with you in your physical space and has the ability to see, hear, and remember things about your surrounding environment to provide you with uniquely helpful assistance. For example, it can suggest what to cook based on what you have in the fridge, remember your progress while teaching you a new language, and even give you interior design advice. The gestures and the light rings express Neo's intentions. Its audio intelligence can also pick up on whether you are addressing it or someone else in the room to decide if it should respond or not.
Man,
As
really?
you might expect
Hold
from
on,
a
what is
home-
that? Second, knows if you're talking to it or somebody
and
else
the
in
light
the room?
rings express
All right.
Neo's intentions. Its audio intelligence can also pick up on whether you are addressing it or someone else in the room to decide if it should respond or not. As you might expect from a home
Interesting.
robot, talking to Neo with natural language is the primary
So you don't
user
have to say,
interface
like,
for all of Neo's functionality,
Neo,
including
and
autonomy.
then, like how you do Siri, and then you can just say what you're saying after that. All
Your
right.
Neo comes with Redwood AI, enabling it to do basic household tasks autonomously.
Yeah. No, for sure. Okay, one sec. All right. Yeah.
Hey, Neo! Can you get the door, please?
Walk the door, grab handle, wait for guests. So you have to maybe you have to walk it through which type of door you got, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Neo's autonomy works by taking requests like
Hey, Neo, can you take this cup to the sink for me?
Get your
and
ass
breaking
up
it
and
down
take
into
the cup.
simple steps, such as walking to the person, grabbing the cup, and then walking the cup to the kitchen, and then putting it away. Neo's autonomy improves with diverse data and real-world experience.
Little steps.
As Neo does more chores, you'll receive updates to your Redwood model that increase the complexity of tasks that Neo can handle, such as finding your keys and wallet, or doing a full laundry cycle end-to-end.
He said finding your keys and wallet. He know where everything at. crouch down. Oh, all right, you can hang this stuff up. Nice, nice. Put stuff on hangers for you. All right.
Eventually, Neo will become
I ain't
fully
see him fold no
autonomous,
clothes though. He wasn't
capable
fold
of
clothes. He
helping
was
you
just
with anything
throwing
around the
them
house.
this stuff. But you see the potential though. We see the potential.
The Neo you get today will only get better. And as we keep shipping features, it'll be more and more useful in your everyday life. Now,
So they're
the
gonna
journey
have,
there is not going to be perfect.
Oh, no.
And we're not going to pretend it's going to be. But as someone who lives with Neo every day,
Yeah.
there is no experience quite as magical. So today, we're excited to invite you in on this journey. We believe that the future will be shaped not just by us, but by all of you who believe in this as deeply as we do. Now, if this is you, pre-order your Neo today.
$20,000 early access or $499 a month standard rollout.
At 1x.tech.
1x.tech. I mean, I ain't got the 20 G's for it, but let's see. All right, so Marcus Brownlee. Checked it out. Let's see. Marcus Brownlee. Marcus Brownlee, the go-to guy for all your tech questions and such. If it's tech and it's being highlighted, Marcus Brownlee doing reviews on it and stuff. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay, we have to have a conversation about this. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done
conversation
just
about it?
like an old school, straight to camera rant video, but this has been all over my timeline lately, so I feel like I have to. So
Yes,
meet
yes,
Neo,
same. I've been
potentially
jumping on my
the most
timeline, too.
futuristic product we've ever seen. This thing is a full-fledged humanoid robot, 5'6", 66 pounds, 4-hour battery life, self-charging, and it lives in your house. It's finally here. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's for doing chores. It's a housekeeper.
There's gonna be
It
other
has the
stuff
same
later.
Dexterity
Y'all know
as a
they're gonna
human because
upgrades.
it's shaped just like a human. Walks around on 2 legs. Has
It's gonna
10
be,
fingers. It can
need a
fold
security robot,
laundry
too. It's
and
gonna
put
be
it away
doing
for
all
you,
types of ninjutsu
or it
and
can
shooting
do
people
the
and stuff.
dishes for you from start
Intruder.
to finish
Bop, bop,
and
bop,
put
bop.
everything
Neo
away.
got him.
It can go around and water the plants outside or inside on a perfect schedule, and it never forgets a single plant. And then it'll go around and vacuum and tidy up the house if anything gets left out. It always knows where everything is. It can
The
find
tidying
the
a
TV
little shaky,
remote,
though. I
and
don't
it'll
know about
basically
tidying.
actively
Tidying look a
do
little
all the
shaky.
chores that you know you have to do, but you don't actually want to do. And when it's done, it goes back to its little docking spot and charges itself. Imagine going out for the day of work and coming back a few hours later and everything's done. All the chores are finished. Every single time, every day, you never have to do chores again. That's amazing. Or maybe, let's say you have mobility issues. This thing can sort of act as a personal assistant in a lot of ways.
mobility issue
These
thing.
are things
That's
that
not like-
represent massive value for a lot of people.
I
And
think
it's
some
available
nursing
to
homes
order
probably have a lot of Neos up in there.
now.
Put some
This,
nursing homes.
this is available to
And
order.
washing
This
people
feels
up,
like it
wiping
could be
butts.
the best tech announcement
what, that
of all
was.
time in 2025. Except this isn't real. And I mean that in the most literal way possible. This is not real. First of all, it's a pre-order. So you can go to this website right now and you can pick between 3 colors. And then it's either
I noticed these at pre-order,
$500
so.
a month subscription for a standard delivery, or you can pay a flat $20,000 to own it
$20
outright and
deposit
get
due
priority
today.
delivery. Just drop a $200 fully refundable deposit to get in line today, and deliveries
Get
in
in
the
line.
US start sometime next year. And that's just allegedly. We don't know when it's actually going to ship. Now, to be clear, it's not actually the price that I have a big problem with. Like, I know these numbers seem eye-popping on paper, but this is a first-generation, bleeding-edge humanoid robot assistant. Like, I never thought that this would be cheap, and also there isn't really competition yet. So you got to imagine the target audience is going to be people whose time is worth more than the money they're spending on it. Like, this is for people who the idea of saving a few hours on chores every week so that they can use that time to make more money actually makes logical sense. Like, people really think like that. It's for early adopters. It's for people who want to spend however much they think it's worth on this brand new novel thing. That's fine.
Right.
But my issue with this product is the gap between what it's actually capable of today and what they're promising as they take your money today. Like, I think when people watch a video like this, they expect that this robot has some sort of built-in artificial intelligence that allows it to recognize objects and navigate around on its own and learn your house and be productive for those hours while you're gone. And that, I think, would be a reasonable thing to get out of Watch and be productive for those objects and navigate around on its own and learn your house and be productive for those hours while you're gone. And that, I think, would be a reasonable thing to get out of watching that video because that's what it's designed to show. That's what you're supposed to feel. That's the dream. But that's not actually what's happening. So Joanna Stern, the legend, she did a video with this Neo robot also this week where the company showed her all of the things that it could do. And turns out 100% of the things that they showed her were remotely controlled by a human in another room wearing a VR headset with controllers. That's not exaggerating. 100% of the stuff they showed her. The carrying things around, the loading up the dishwasher. I mean, look at this thing. Yeah, all of this is teleoperated. And this was a demo set up by this 1X company. So this is like best case scenario stuff. And I see a lot of people defending this robot online like, oh, no, there's probably other things that it can do autonomously. They just didn't show her yet. Really?
That'd be the first thing you show, right?
Would show her the best stuff that this could do autonomously to keep selling the dream? If you watch that keynote video back, to their credit, you'll notice that they actually are very careful to label exactly when the robot is doing something autonomously and not teleoperated. And in that whole nearly 10-minute video, there's exactly 2 scenes that have this label. There's the get the door command.
Get the door, please.
Where the robot walks over to the door because someone's coming up. It grabs the handle, waits for the guest, and then sort of pulls the door open and fumbles backwards a little bit, kind of like a toddler, to let them inside. And then there's the put away the dishes command, where the robot toddles over to the person, recognizes the harmless, not glass, empty cup in its hand, grabs it, and then walks away with it. Cool. No, seriously, that's actually pretty impressive. Even if I could already today unlock the door with my Google Home and a smart lock with just my voice, there is something at least a little bit futuristic about a humanoid robot going to do that. That's part of the dream. It's doing it autonomously. But then that also means that everything else happening in this video and everything else we've ever seen this Neo robot do, we can safely assume is remote controlled. Okay. So the gap between what this product can actually do today and what it can maybe hopefully do someday in the ideal future it is massive. They're massively far apart. And so that's really my main issue. There seems to be a bit of a lost art in waiting for a tech product to be actually finished before announcing and unveiling it. Like, do you remember when tech companies would unveil a brand new tech product that they've been working on and then do a demo, and then the next slide was like, this thing is going on sale tomorrow or next week or something like that. And that hype would carry right into the buying cycle. You remember that? That was sick. But now, in this age of all of these AI products, it's like there's this thing where you end up selling the dream before you sell the actual product. And that is dangerous. Like the promise of AI is so huge and so massive and magnificent and awesome, but is also so clearly not done yet that you end up with stuff like the Humane Pin, or even the Rabbit R1, for example, or heck, even Apple Intelligence, where you have these big promises, but the capabilities are still over here, while the promise is all the way over here. And I'm trying to figure out why they do that.
So it's like $200.
And I think really there's two main reasons.
To show interest,
I think Tesla self-driving is a really perfect parallel example for a lot of this stuff. See, basically, in order for this robot to be everything people want it to be, they need to develop a super smart AI system that looks through the robot's sensors and is able to learn its environment and recognize everything it's looking at and teach itself to navigate that environment and perform tasks. It has to learn what a laundry room is and what the laundry looks like and how to fold each type of clothing, and it needs to learn what cups and forks and glasses are and how to pick them up. And it has to be adaptable to all these different sizes and shapes and materials and things of all these household objects, so that when the user asks for it to do something, just like, hey, Neo, vacuum the living room when I'm gone, or something like that, then Neo can go, okay, I know where the living room is, I know where the vacuum is, I know how to use the vacuum, where the handle's at, like how much battery life I have, how much I need to vacuum the whole living room. I know not to knock over lamps or certain objects in there. And even the laundry folding thing, like just that requires a ton of training data. Or
that's
at
what I
least
was saying. Like
some
the
way
fold,
to
I don't think it's
understand
folding
all
laundry.
these different shapes of
you gotta,
shirts and jackets and hoods and vests and all sorts of things and
they take it out
hooks
the dryer and throw it on,
hangers
throw it
and
on over
what
there.
gets
Throw it
folded,
on
what
over
gets
there.
dry cleaned, all these different things. And the list just goes on and on. And like, what if one of the tasks is going and getting the right medication for an elderly person and bringing it to them?
Damn sure better get that right.
It has to get that right.
Yes,
like it needs
definitely.
to identify the correct medication at the right time and the right intervals and bringing it to them like that.
Sure.
That is one of a ton of household objects that it has to specifically get really good at. Now, in the self-driving car world, no matter what you think of them, Tesla's definitely a leader here, and they've had a pretty clever approach to trying to work on this problem. Because their problem is their robots on wheels need to learn all these possible variations and ways to navigate situations that could happen on the road and how to get around them. Traffic cones, construction zones, weird lane markings, etc., etc. So,
people jumping in
with
front
their
of them.
millions of
Not people,
cars
but like
already on the road,
people
they have
avoiding people.
slowly, very slowly, let people turn on this beta self-driving feature in small stages in their cars, while instructing people to keep their hands on the wheel, of course, so that they can slowly start to gather information from people willing to beta test. And so those cars will encounter and navigate all sorts of situations for the first time, and then the second time, and then the 5th time, and then the 100th time. And all this data can go back into the system to help all these cars learn and get better. And now at this point, this is like their primary advantage, is they have millions and millions of miles of training data from people essentially beta testing for Tesla. It's a robotics challenge. It's a
a lot
AI
of bad
challenge.
drivers out there.
Yeah, they're essentially
Hold on
using
now.
early adopters
That ain't
to
the
beta
information we
test
want.
to make the systems better for the eventual masses. And now this home AI robot challenge is essentially the same thing, but in people's homes, which is potentially way more variables. Like cars have to stick
more
to
variables.
what's on the road and mostly are operating in a 2D plane. Well, there's obviously different people's houses are crazy different shapes, and there's all sorts of objects in different shapes and types of them, and a million different variables just with household objects. And maybe you could argue that
different
the
ways to do your
stakes of
laundry. People got the
self-driving
stack
cars are a
laundry,
little
got the
higher
side
because of
laundry.
all the safety risks, and if
Like
it messes up,
the pets.
someone could
You
die.
got pets. That's
Maybe that doesn't happen as often with the home AI robot, but then again, if it gets someone's medication wrong, it's still pretty important. So
or step on your baby.
I think the point here is
trip over kids.
You don't get to make this awesome, perfect home robot without all of this information. And so they need the training data, and so they go right back to early adopters. So people who press that order now button first and who actually, I guess, get one of these when they start to ship them, will get a robot that can probably do a few simple things autonomously, like opening doors, but there will be many things it can't do. And for that, if you scroll down on their website, you can see there's expert mode, which is when you have something the robot can't yet do, and you schedule one of their teleoperating employees to look through the sensors into your home and do the task so that the robot can learn from it. And this is something that they've directly said that
because
they
have different
early
doors.
adopters
That's what I was
to be
saying when they
totally
open the
cool
door. I was like,
go watch Joanna's video. I'll link.
You gotta like teach the thing somehow how your door is shaped and stuff like that, and how the height level of your laundry and dishes and all that.
The robot can learn
dishwasher.
And this is something that they've pretty directly said that they expect early adopters to be totally cool with. Like, go watch Joanna's video. I'll link it below the like button. She basically grills the CEO about all this stuff, and he's kind of just like, yeah, if you want to be on the bleeding edge of this, like, we'll probably blur faces and maybe let you geo-fence certain areas of your house, but yeah, that'll be one of the things that they allow
let
you
these
to
people
do.
into your house.
Look, there are certain industries where pre-ordering something that's not finished yet is actually normal behavior. Like, this happens all the time with smartphones now.
I think that
this
part
happens in video games.
My man is asking if you can put that. Could I use this in my chili? They're both maple chili peppers. You could put a cayenne in your. This part I think was their way of lightly dancing around a prescription, because he probably like what like he could have been like, what prescription is this, or what medication is this, and he could have told him. I think that was the way.
Behavior. Like, this happens all the time with
Highlighting
smartphones now.
That it could tell
this
the difference.
happens in video games. It even happens a bit with cars these days, although sometimes that can even go too far. But now with all these AI products coming out now, it's resulted so many more times in this strategy. They feel like they have to announce the product way before it's done. and they end up putting out this thing that is just nowhere near the dream. And that's how you get, we talked about the humane pin. Doesn't that sound familiar? Like getting announced with such a high potential ceiling and promising that this could maybe be a post-smartphone world type of gadget. But it was just absolutely not good when it came out. And not enough people were willing to beta test something with that miserable of an experience. And then the Rabbit R1, like I said, that's another one. They are surviving and they're improving.
That's a more Star Trek
with those early adopters. But a $20,000, 5'6" humanoid that wanders around your house and does chores. Like, are there really that many people, you think, that are willing to spend that amount of money and know that they're going to have to potentially give up some pretty serious privacy and are basically going to be a beta tester for some unknown number of years to hopefully maybe someday achieve that dream?
Have you all in a house?
Some of those people are out there, but is there enough of those people? I don't know. I clearly don't know, and I think a lot of other people don't know. There are obviously a lot of potential downsides to this robot. It's too small and weak to carry anything super heavy. It's also too slow and a bit too clumsy, it looks like, to do anything really serious. And it requires inviting a ton of remote viewable cameras and microphones into your house. And it could also fall over and have a hard time getting up. And also, just like the self-driving car, there are a number of situations where the robot getting enough things wrong could be dangerous. Like just the medication stuff that I talked about earlier, or even it just clumsily dropping something made of glass or any other various potentially dangerous.
Yeah, he took that glass cup out of the dishwasher. I'm like, hold on a minute.
I'm not even sure it has to be
that's my good China
human shaped, but that's another argument for another video. But the upside,
it doesn't. They don't need 5 fingers.
Is the dream?
What do they need 5 fingers
like
for?
Rosie the robot from the Jetsons type of dream. A personal assistant that seamlessly goes around your
give
house
and quietly does all the stuff
that
give
you
clamp.
don't
You don't
want
need
to
5
do,
fingers.
and does it better and faster as time goes on, and does it in quiet hours of the night. The point is, this is the new AI promise problem that we have. It's not just this product in this company. This is the most visible one on all our timelines right now. But it's like all these AI products are promising the world way before they have a product that's ready to actually show anyone and take money for it. And theoretically, this is what we want AI to do, right? It's not just like AI generated videos and slop and random copyright infringement. Like, we want it to be doing actually useful, productive stuff. That's not the issue. It's just the gap. That's the issue. And closing that gap is so hard. And this is one of the obvious examples. Like, the people that would benefit most from the ideal version of this robot, like the elderly or people with disabilities, are the least likely to become early adopters. So it's tough. I can actually applaud them for showing everything that they did to Joanna in that video. Fun fact, they actually reached out to me 10 months ago in January from a random Gmail address off.
Specialized with corporations that offer a chance to feature Neo in one of your videos. Okay. We'll send you a fully functional Neo unit to use and test in return. We'd like you to create a dedicated video showcasing your experience with Neo, highlighting its key features of how it can fit into everyday life. For this collaboration, we're offering a payment of... he blanked that right out. How does that sound?
To do a sponsored video. I didn't respond. I didn't think it was anywhere close to real or worth doing a video or talking about. But
what about now?
We'll see how this ages. Like, we might look back at this in 12 months and everyone everywhere is shipping great AI products and humanoid robots, and it's all a dream, and I look like an idiot. In which case, great. We made it through that gap somehow.
You ain't trying to do the
video? But history seems to be suggesting that I'll probably be right about this one, at least for now. But hey, subscribe to see me and my words if I'm wrong. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
All right, we got a block. All right, I was just looking at their website a little while he was talking. Operates autonomously and learns new skills over time. That's what I was wondering about. How they're gonna learn these new skills? Arrive early to owners of the ability to handle basic tasks and with continued use, learn and develop new skills. From the first day, Neo performs functions like opening doors for guests, fetching items, and turning off the lights at night, and grows in abilities with every software update, leveraging 1X's AI model, which is trained on real-world data. So everybody using it is feeding the data. But you gotta sign off on letting the cameras, just be all in your house and your business and stuff. Like, if you having a heated argument or heated, effects. Neo's able to adapt to the world's most diverse environment, the home. Whew. Is it? That's what that mean. That's what they. Oh, consumer friendly, domestic design, price and availability. Closing notes to the community that supports us and a team here at 1X that works tirelessly to build. Hold on, is there another special? Nah, that ain't what I was looking at. Oh, start delivering is what I was looking at. Now available in 1X's online store. Customers interested in owning one of the first Neos can purchase early access for $20,000, which includes priority delivery in 2026. There's also a subscription model offering $499 a month, which will be shipped at a later date. 1X will start delivering Neos primarily in U.S. to 2026, expand other markets 2027. All right. Okay, Vikram Kathari, VP of Operations. Keep my eye on you, buddy. All right, y'all. Wow. All that fun stuff is over.